How do we measure meaningful life? So let me come up with a term called PERMA, and PERMA is just abbreviation of five main components. So it's a building block of well-being, PERMA. So P is standing for positive emotions, E for engagement, R for relationships, M for meaning, and lastly A for achievements and accomplishments. So let's go over all of these one after another. So positive emotions. Positivity is a tool for more resilience and life satisfaction. The building blocks for positivity are joy, gratitude, interest, serenity, hope, pride, amusement, inspiration, and awe. You may easily agree with that. Research show that the people who experience positive emotions in the ratio of 3 to 1, whereas 3 is the positive and 1 is the negative emotion, foster greater thriving. Now this is absolutely independent of what happens to you. It is not dependent on the situations, how you perceive the situation, how do you deal with the situation, what goes between your ears, I mean in your brain, that matters than that of what are the perception coming from outside are. So how you deal with the situation matters, and that's called positivity. So always they say think positive, think positive, think I would say optimistic, try to find optimistic ways. Of course that thoughts will uh, in turn into the actions, and definitely will come out of it. So that was P. E is engagement. When you are truly engaged in a situation, task, or a project, we experience the state of flow. The time seems to stop. We are optimally challenged and we lose our sense of self. We concentrate intensely on the present. So you must have done a couple of projects in your school and college and everywhere. The passionate, when you're passionate about some project and you have a great partnership and all that, so you really feel that those couple of hours you started with for maybe 2 hours, and then 7 8 hours are lost. You're late in the midnight. You still feel that you're not hungry, you're not thirsty, because that project is so interesting. So that's called engagement. Another, I would say, example of the engagement is if you watch a movie on a cell phone, yes, you can watch, but there are a lot of distractions. The same movie, you can watch it on the TV, little less distractions. But the same movie, if you watch it in a big movie theater, right? So they ask you to stop your cell phones or mute them or keep it away. And everybody is really just focusing on that movie, the music, the dialogues, the story, and all that. So that's called engagement, how you're fully focused on one thing. And the more we experience this type of engagement, more likely we are experiencing well-being. So that's called engagement. Relationships, very importantly. We are social beings. We are not like tigers who like to be solo somewhere. We are like maybe lions pride, or the animals which are in the herd, they cannot live alone. So humans are social beings. So good relationships are core to our thriving. People who practice having meaningful positive relationships with others are happier than those who do not. So research has shown multiple times that the greatest predictor of happiness is meaningful relationships. Not only that, people who live 100 and 305 years old, how they live is not because their jobs, not because of money, the cars they own, the houses they have, or the property they have, but the good relationships, happy relationships. So always keep connecting the people. That's what the relationship is. Meaning. Now, meaning is a big word. Meaning is, why am I here? What is the cause of my life? What I can do to the society? I'm not just a person came and person went. I have to be someone who is adding positive towards making everybody's life better. That's called meaning. So meaning comes as a serving as a bigger cause. So when we understand why, it's easier to take hurts and frustration of life and turn into the pathways to meaning and life direction. So you must have seen some of the people in the history, they have started great revolutions. So they not only gave their personal life, but the family life. They have given, they have taken hurts, they have been into jail and all that, because they found a meaning in doing something. They had a cause for their life, and they will go from this planet Earth when they have done that cause. That's called meaning. And lastly, the achievement. Our brain likes to feel competent in something that is important for us. Achievement is a mastering skill. So accomplishing a valuable goal, succeeding in some competitive event. So if you are in maybe if they call you on the school kids are called on PE outside on the ground, and they are asked to run for 100 meters, right? So it's a random event, but one of the kids, runs faster than others, and he feels that day really great, even though it's a small, I would say, event. He will remember for years that I came first, because it's an achievement, it's accomplishment which the brain always is striving for, looking for, and it will remember for him forever. So that's called perma. So how you unleash your perma is go with what moves you, find your passion, what you love the best, and this you feel like this is my cause of life. Practice it daily. A small micro movements lead to the big changes for sure. And do what you say you are going to do. I mean, don't just be a speaking person and acting person differently. What you say, try to do the same. Experiment and get curious about it, and find like-minded people, the perma like-minded people, so that it would be easier for to get the help from them and move ahead. So that was, I would say, my definition of well-being and how to achieve it as a high-level picture. Now, art is one of that. I'm not saying art and well-being is only connection. Well-being is a bigger cause for which art is one of the tools we are using. You can go for sports as well. You can have any kind of other hobby as well.